Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome, 4th grade science recruits, to your ultimate explainer mission. Today, we're going on a top-secret journey to uncover exactly how our bodies fight off invisible enemies and how we can stay super healthy. I am so incredibly excited to be your guide on this mission. So strap in, turn on those awesome brains of yours, and let's get started.
Before we jump into the official training, I want you to stop and think for a second. What actually happens when you're ill? Think about the last time you caught a bug or a really bad cold. Did you have a runny nose? A fever? Maybe you felt super tired, achy, and just kind of wanted to sleep all day in bed? Well, that yucky feeling isn't just bad luck. It's actually your body sounding a massive alarm that it's under attack by tiny invaders.
All right, let's kick things off with Mission 1. What are diseases?
So to defeat these invisible enemies, we kind of need to know what they are first, right? Let's break it down. There are two main types of sicknesses. First up, we've got infectious diseases. These are the tricky ones caused by germs, and they spread super easily from person to person or even animal to person. Think of things like the common cold or swine flu. Then we have non-infectious diseases. These are totally different because they are absolutely not caused by germs, which means you literally cannot catch them just from sitting next to someone.
Now take a look at these leaves. You might think only humans or animals get sick, but guess what? No way, plants can get diseases too. On the left, we've got a perfectly healthy, firm, bright green leaf that is growing away. But on the right, you see a sick, crinkled leaf covered in yellow, brown, and black spots. Plants can absolutely suffer from nasty infectious diseases too, usually caused by fungi like rust or mold. It's like these fungi are tiny energy vampires, just stealing all the plant's food and making it weak.
And speaking of spreading germs, just look at what's happening right here between these two friends. We've got two boys, and one is just coughing wildly without covering his mouth. Those tiny, invisible germ villains are quite literally jumping through the air toward his buddy. If we aren't careful, infectious germs love to just hitch a ride on our sneezes and coughs, which means we need to learn exactly how to stop them in their tracks.
Which brings us to Mission 2, Stopping the Germs.
It is time to learn your everyday defense moves. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what to do. See how this boy is sneezing safely into a tissue? When you cover a cough or a sneeze with a tissue, or even by coughing into your elbow if you don't have a tissue handy, you are essentially throwing a giant net over those germs. You trap them completely before they can fly across the room and land on your friends or your family. All right, now for your most powerful daily superpower, the ultimate hand-washing technique. Let's count down the 4 crucial steps you absolutely need to memorize. Step 1, get soapy. Wet your hands with clean water. Step 2, rub. Scrub those hands together with plenty of soap to completely destroy the germ shields. Step 3, rinse. Wash all those defeated germs right down the drain under clean running water. And finally, step 4, shake and dry. Use a clean towel or paper towel. Make this your daily superpower habit for sure, and you'll wash those villains right down the drain.
Moving right along to Mission 3, using medicines safely.
Medicines are like the powerful backup heroes of our science mission, but they must be handled with extreme care. So let's play a quick game. Can you tell the difference between yummy comforts and actual medical treatments? Over on the right side, we have things like chocolates and warm chicken soup. These are super yummy and they definitely make you feel cozy when you're sick. But on the left, we have actual medicines, like cough mixtures and asthma inhalers. These aren't just comforting treats. They are special chemical tools that doctors prescribe to actually fight the illness inside your body. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this specific little measuring cup. When you need liquid medicine, you can't just guess how much to drink. There's a strict safety rule here. An adult must always measure out the exact right amount using special medicine cups or syringes, just like you see here. Taking too much or too little medicine can actually be really dangerous, so we always leave the precise measuring to the grown-ups.
And why do the grown-ups always read that tiny print on the bottle label? Well, it's not just boring homework, I promise. Reading the label is the secret to making sure the medicine actually works. There are 3 huge reasons to read it. First, it safely controls your symptoms so you feel better. Second, it gives you the correct dose at the exact right time so the medicine works perfectly. And third, it tells you how to store it properly. Because, some medicines literally lose their superpowers if they aren't kept cold in the fridge.
So, let me pose a kind of dangerous scenario to you, recruits.
What should you do if a friend offers you their medicine because you have a bad headache? Listen very closely. The absolute golden rule of medicine safety is never, ever take someone else's medicine. Medicine is prescribed specifically for one person's unique body. If someone offers you their medicine, you say no, and you always, always tell an adult right away.
Next up is our final defense module, Mission 4, How Vaccines Protect Us.
This is where medical science gets incredibly cool. Here we see a lineup of glass vials containing different vaccines. You can think of a vaccine as a special, top-secret training camp for your body's immune system. They safely teach your body exactly how to recognize and fight off nasty viruses before you ever even catch the real germ. And the coolest part? While some vaccines are given by a quick little injection, others can actually just be taken super easily by mouth.
So, the crucial point is understanding this really important science word, immunity. When you get a vaccine, it gives your body immunity, which basically means you are fully protected against that specific disease. Sometimes, this superpower immunity lasts your entire lifetime. Other times, your body's memory fades just a little bit, and you might need a little booster shot as you grow older just to keep those defenses in top fighting shape.
Prepare to have your minds blown. Do you know how many lives these tiny vials of vaccine actually save? 2 to 3 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. Vaccines are incredible superhero tools that save between 2 and 3 million lives all around the globe every single year. That's millions of people who get to grow up healthy and strong, all thanks to this amazing science.
All right, recruits, it's time for the final exam trivia quiz time.
You made it through all the training modules. I am so incredibly proud of you. But let's see just how much of that awesome information stuck in those brains of yours. Here is your first question. True or false? Only humans and animals can get infectious diseases. I'll give you a second to shout your guess right at the screen. Let's hear it.
If you yelled false, you are absolutely right. Remember those sad, crinkly leaves we looked at earlier? Plants can get sick too. Fungi like mold and rust can attack plant leaves and literally steal their energy, proving that germs don't just pick on humans and animals. Great memory.
Okay, question number 2. Think back to our everyday defense moves. What is the very first step of the ultimate hand-washing technique? Try to recall the 4 steps you learned to wash away those germ villains. Go ahead, shout it out.
Get soapy. That is exactly right. Getting your hands wet with clean water and loading them up with soap is step number 1. That soap is the absolute secret weapon that kicks off the whole germ-busting process. You recruits are totally crushing this.
Let's move to this final thought and see how this builds together. Look at this big critical thinking question right here. What would a world without vaccines be like? If scientists hadn't invented these amazing training camps for our immune systems, how different would our everyday lives be today? I want you to really think about that one. Keep asking big questions, keep washing those hands, and stay curious, my newly trained science heroes.